How can you be vaping when your bank account is failing? This is Dr. Adebo coming your way again. This is a continuation of my series on substance misuse and your brain, and this time around I'm focusing on vaping, how it affects your brain and the effect it has on your body. I continue on my research work I did in uni. On my book I wrote Making Right Choices. You can get it in my bio. I'm reading here from page 54. Here I wrote in my research that nicotine is highly addictive and can affect the developing brain, potential harming teens and young adults. Even some nicotine-free e-cigarettes have been found to contain nicotine. Some substance found in e-cigarette vape has been linked to an increased risk of cancer. Reading from my book here right now. Now, you might be tempted to turn to electric cigarettes, which is e-cigarette, vape, pen, and other vaping device, such as a way to ease the transition from the traditional cigarette to a non-smoking at all. But smoking e-cigarette, also called vaping, better is let me put it this way. Is smoking e-cigarette or called vaping better for you than using tobacco products? Can e-cigarette help you stop smoking once and for all? And this is what leads me to 5 things you need to know about vaping. Maybe they have not told you that. Number 1 is that vaping is less harmful than smoking, but it is still not safe. E-cigarette heat nicotine, which is extracted from tobacco. Flavoring and other chemicals create a water vape that you inhale. Regular tobacco cigarette contain 7,000 chemicals. In other words, when you smoke normal cigarette, whether it's Marlboro or those Rotmans, whatever you are smoking, each of the cigarette you are smoking, the traditional one tobacco, contains 7,000 chemicals, if you don't know, many of which are toxic. Why we don't know exactly what chemicals are in the e-cigarette, Baha, in his research, among other research on this subject, say there's almost no doubt that they expose you to fewer toxic chemicals than traditional cigarettes. However, there's also been an outbreak of lungs injury and death association with vaping. As of December 2019, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, in the US confirmed 24 deaths in patients with e-cigarette or vaping product, that is we're talking about vaping product use associated with lung injuries. That's lungs. This case appear to be predominantly affect people who modify their vaping device or use black market modified e-liquid. This is especially true for vaping. Those that are actually thinking maybe, okay, if I leave the traditional tobacco, I come to vaping, then I am harm-free. Not really. You are not harm-free. The only difference is that it has less chemicals compared to the regular one. On page 56, some of the products that people are vaping contains tetrahydrocarbonate, which is HTC, that is found in cannabis. CDC has identified vitamin E as a chemical of concern among people with E. Valley. Now, Vitamin E is a thickening agent often used in THC vaping products, and it's found that in all lungs field sample of this eval patient is examined by CDC to find the following. CDC recommends that people do not use THC containing e-cigarettes or vaping products. And I've told you that THC means tetrahydrocarbonate, which is the main substance that may be able to be high when they smoke cannabis. Number two, the CDC has given guidance: avoid using informal source such as friends or family or online dealers to obtain a vaping device. Number three, do not modify or add any substance to a vaping device that is not intended by the manufacturer. These are different things people do, and they think, oh, after I'm not smoking, the whole stuff I'm just taking vaping is harmless. They call it shisha or sacha. They say it doesn't have anything. You are just deceiving yourself. So, number two, research. What I'm going to stop after this one, we'll continue the next video, is that research shows that vaping is bad for your heart and lungs. For those that are vaping. Now, nicotine is primary agent in both regular cigarettes and e-cigarettes and is highly addictive. It causes you to crave a smoke and suffer withdrawal symptoms if you ignore the craving. Nicotine is also a toxic substance. It raises high blood pressure. It spikes your adrenaline, which increases your heart rate and likelihood of having an heart attack. Is vaping bad for you? I will answer it. There are many unknown yet about vaping, including what chemical makes up the vaping. That is the vapor that is being used. How they affect your physical health is over a long time. People need to understand that e-cigarettes are potential dangerous to your health. Research found. Emerging data suggests a link to chronic lung disease, asthma, which is associated with dual use of e-cigarettes, and smoking with cardiovascular disease. You are exposing yourself to all kinds of chemical that you don't yet even understand and are probably not safe. I'll continue in my next video. I've had quite many people I'm dealing with as we run recovery classes here in London every Sunday morning. So many people that have taken this, that I've worked with, they are going to see doctor using vaping, using electric cigarettes. They have serious heart problem. I know them. So that's why we run a recovery class here in London every Sunday morning at Deptford Adventure Youth Center, Deptford Adventure Youth Center, New King Street, Deptford, London here, SE83JB, 9 a.m. every morning. People gather there. We've been having these recovery classes since the past 16 years, every Sunday. You come in there, you meet everybody that is in that group. You see other people that are also in their journey of recovery. Come and join us. Come and learn more on how to get recovery from alcohol, substance misuse, crack, and all these various poly drugs that many people are having issues with. You will see a community of people in recovery, and that will help you. It's Dr. Adebo coming your way again. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.